Welcome to today's episode. Today, we'll talk about reaching out to others by cultivating connection in everyday life. Living alone can feel like both a blessing and a challenge. It offers space, independence, and opportunity for deep reflection, but it can also lead to feelings of isolation if we are not intentional about maintaining meaningful relationships. As human beings, we are created for community. God designed us to build connections, to support one another, and to share in both joy and sorrow. While solitude can be a gift, we are not meant to navigate life entirely on our own. Even Mary, though full of grace and deeply united with God, sought companionship. At the Annunciation, she did not keep her joy to herself. She traveled to visit Elizabeth, sharing in her cousin's happiness and offering help in a time of need. Her example reminds us that reaching out to others is not just about fulfilling our own need for connection. It is also about being present for others, offering them love, encouragement, and support. Building and maintaining relationships requires intentionality. In our busy world, it is easy to let friendships fade or assume that others will reach out to us first. However, meaningful friendships do not happen by accident. They require effort, care, and consistency. One simple way to nurture connection is by reaching out to someone today. A quick message, a thoughtful phone call, or even a handwritten letter can brighten someone's day and remind them that they are not alone. A small act of kindness, such as checking in on a friend or letting someone know we are thinking of them, can have a profound impact. Being intentional about friendships also means making time for the people who matter. If you have been feeling distant from a loved one, scheduling a time to catch up, whether in person or virtually, can help strengthen that bond. True friendships are built not just on occasional interaction, but on a consistent willingness to show up, listening, and invest in the relationship. It is through these efforts that we cultivate a community of support and encouragement. Finding a faith-based community can also be an incredible source of connection and nourishment, whether through a church group or Bible study or an online faith community. Surrounding ourselves with people who share our values can be uplifting and inspiring. Fellowship with others strengthens our faith, reminds us that we are not alone in our spiritual journey, and encourage us to grow deeper in our relationship with God. Sometimes the best way to combat loneliness is shift our focus outward. Acts of service, whether big or small, have the power to connect us to others in meaningful ways. Checking in on a neighbor or simply offering a kind word to a stranger can remind us that we are all part of something greater. Serving others not only brings joy to those we help, but it also allows us to experience the love of God in action. However, even with strong relationships, moments of loneliness can still arise. In those times, we are invited to bring our need for connection to God. Jesus understands the feeling of being alone. He remains in constant communication with the Father. When we turn to God in prayer and ask Him to fill the emptiness we sometimes feel, He often leads us to the people and relationships we need. He is always working in our lives, guiding us to right connections at the right time. True connection is not just about having people around us. It is about fostering relationships that uplift, encourage, and strengthen us in faith and love. When we reach out to others, we not only bring joy to them, but also open our hearts to the beauty of shared friendship and support. In reaching out, we reflect the love of Christ, who never turned away from those in need and who always welcomed others into His presence. So today, take a moment to reflect on this. Who in your life might need encouragement or a kind word? How can you be more intentional about fostering meaningful connections? In what ways can you invite God into moments of loneliness, trusting Him to provide the relationship you need? The opportunity to build community is always within reach. It simply starts with a single step towards someone else. Until I come your way again, have a blessed day. Thank you and God bless you.